So today's topic will be about the ocean floor. I'm going to start with a little bit above the surface and then make my way down. So first we're going to start with volcanic islands. And they are formed if a volcano is able to grow large enough under the surface before it is carried from its magma source by plate motion. And this photo is an example of a volcanic island in Bora Bora. So seamounts are underwater mountains that are caused by volcanic activity, and these do not break the surface like volcanic islands do. This is the continental shelf, a sloped submerged surface that goes from the shoreline down to the deep ocean basin. It consists of continental crust that is covered in sedimentary rock and sediments eroded from adjacent landmasses. Next, we have the continental slope. It is a steep zone that serves as the boundary between the continental crust and oceanic crust. The slope merges into the continental rise, which is made of sediments that move down the slope and onto the ocean floor. The abyssal plain is the flat region of the ocean floor, typically at the base of the continental rise, and it's likely the most level place on Earth. The mid-ocean ridge is described as a continuous range of underwater mountains that stretch all over the globe. They are formed at divergent plate boundaries, and new ocean floor is created due to the tectonic plates spreading apart. And the trenches are defined as V-shaped depressions that stretch over long distances. Trenches are considered the deepest part of the ocean, and they are caused by convergent plate boundaries. Two or more tectonic plates meet, and then one plate pushes another beneath it, and that is why we have these trenches. The three main regions of the ocean floor are the continental margins, the deep ocean basin, and the oceanic or mid-ocean ridge. Continental margins are the outer margins of the continents where continental crust turns into oceanic crust. The continental shelf, continental slope, and the continental rise are found here. The deep ocean basin lies between the continental margin and the oceanic ridge. Deep ocean trenches, volcanic islands, seamounts, and the abyssal plains can be found in the deep ocean basin. Oceanic ridges can be characterized by high heat flow, earthquakes, and recent volcanism. The continental shelf, the continental slope, and the continental rise are all part of passive continental margins. Passive continental margins are inactive regions that are a great distance from plate boundaries. They are also sites where large quantities of sediments are deposited. Deep ocean trenches, volcanic islands, seamounts, and the mid-ocean ridge are in active continental margins. Active continental margins are tectonically active. The continental slope in an active continental margin ends in the deep ocean trench, and it is very steep. And in the picture here, all of the red shows you active continental margins.